I passed FTMO challenge in less than 2 weeks. Let's see how I did it. So most of my profits, guys, was made on EUR/USD. I'm gonna show you guys the screens on a screen. So let's go break it down. So the first thing what I'm doing when I'm analyzing the chart is direction, okay? You need to know where the market is heading, where the market is currently at, okay? You don't want to trade against the flow, against the big boys. You want to go with the trend. Trend is your friend, and that is fucking true in the markets. And as you can see, EUR/USD right now on this H4 time frame has been on a clearly significant downtrend, right? So what does that mean for me? That means I'm gonna be only looking to take a sell position until market is gonna show me otherwise. The first actually was this buy position, which I'm gonna go over in a few, but the main sell was here and with the target here, and the second sell was here with the target right here. And so the direction is bearish, right? So why I took buys? Let's zoom in and let's discover that. So the second thing, when I know my direction, is key levels, okay? And key levels, how I identify my key levels is based on daily and H4 time frame. So if I zoomed out on a daily, I know that this was key level number 1. And key level for me is an area of interest where price reacted, where price gave me some sort of reaction, some sort of huge reaction in the past. So as you can see, when price tapped this level, went down. When price broke, fake breakout this level, broke under, retested and went down. So this is key level number 1 for me. And if I look left, in this case, this is key level number 2 for me. Okay, price tap, 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 and you can see how price reacted from this level. So right now I'm expecting price to retest this level and continue to the downside. But let's talk about the trades. So I know these two are my key levels. I know overall trend is down, right? But when I'm gonna go over this buy position first. When price went down, gave me this pullback, little lower high point, then made a low which is the equal low, which is a double bottom pattern, and then price broke it. I was like, I know we are trending down on the higher time frames, but there is a possibility when price did this, we are gonna pull back higher, and that's what was my aim. Okay, so I marked out this zone as well, this resistance of double bottom. Let's mark it out as white. And the trade was taken right here. I'm gonna show you guys the screens. So H4 daily is bearish right now. Okay, I know, but on H1, if you zoomed in on H1, this was a break of structure on H1, right? When price broke it with this push, this was a break structure on H1. So that's why I took the buys, and I was anticipating price to go higher for a deeper pullback. So what I did was I waited for the lower time frame structure shift, which is my third confluence. Okay, so we got direction, we got key levels, and we got lower time frame structure shift. And I don't want it to be difficult, guys, because as I said, I only trade with the trend, but this buy was a counter trend trade, but I was fully aware of it. Okay, but so I know overall trend bearish, right? And when the price was trending down, I was waiting if we gonna get this low tapped, which we didn't. And what we did after, we formed a break of structure right here to the upside again. So I knew this was that push, this was the pullback, and this was that lower time frame structure shift for me to be able to catch this counter trend buys. So what I did, I placed my buy limit here with a stop loss under here. And now my original target was here, because what I was thinking on H4 that is gonna happen something like this. Okay, that was my original target and my original thought process behind this trade, but it doesn't happen, and I closed that trade because I also realized we were trending on this previous key level, which is previous structure point right here, because as structure goes, this is the structure. Okay, so this is the previous structure point. When price was around this key level, trending around this key level all the time, I saw price like fail price wasn't able to break that level. Basically, and I was like, cool, I was up around 1.5 hour, and I was like, when price was trending here, and price then on this M30 time frame blew under this candlestick low, I decided to close the trade right here. So that was like 1.3 hour trade, 1.4 hour trade. And now on that main picture, right now this zone for me is invalid, and this zone is where do I want to take a trade from. And I know major direction down, right? Major direction is down. This is my swing high, this is my swing low. Boom. And on this pullback, since I was anticipating price is gonna go here, this would be valid only if the lower time frame structure would still be bullish. But what happened at this previous key level, which is this white zone, what happened there? What happened was price broke market structure to the downside, which means daily H4, H1, M30 right now is to the downside, which means I have all confluences what I want to take that major move, which I was aiming for to target this swing low, which is eventually what happened. So basically what I did, I traded on H1. I also used this trend line as a level of support for me. And when price broke and retested the trend line, that is exactly where I entered the trade. So this was the previous structure. Let's highlight this. Let me add this for you guys, and this is the BOS on lower time frame. This, when price broke under this low, I got all confluences I needed. So I executed the trade right here on this black line. My stop loss went under this high. Why under this high? Because if price is gonna break above this high, that means again price is gonna go for a deeper pullback. There is no reason for me to have a stop loss higher than recent high on the lower time frames. And my target was swing high. Because why? I know on H4 I'm still pretty much bearish, and I know this is my swing low and this is my swing high, and I always target the swing low. And I'm gonna show you guys the screens, but price eventually hit that. I also at some scale-ins, I believe, when price retested this support level right here, which is the previous structure point on M30 time frame, because structure on M30 goes like this. So I set my sell limit right here, I move my stop loss around this area, and we made it to the final TP. So that was the major trade on EUR/USD, which got me around like over 5% profit, I believe around 6% profit on that FTMO challenge. And the idea is all the same basically. And look at the three-step process what I used. I used direction for my major confluence, I need to know where the market is heading. And I know market was clearly heading down. Then I use key levels, which at this point, look at these reactions, huge reactions. The bigger the reaction, the stronger the level. So that was this. And then when price was making this pullback, you can see price was all the time creating series of higher lows and higher highs, higher lows and higher highs. Then price created a higher low, higher high, and then lower low, which means price broke structure on the lower time frames, which if I have all time frames in sync, the probability of EU in this case going down then going up is way higher. So that was this trade. And the third trade what I took as well was, it was a little bit of a riskier setup, but I knew it was valid, and I knew EU is going to continue to the downside. And to be honest, I think EU is going to hit at least this level, maybe even lower. This was my overall target, but I'm happy to just like cut pieces, here, close here, and cut pieces all the way basically to the downside. The third trade was basically when price, I have this daily huge zone marked out, and price broke under. I closed that trade, initial trade from here to here. That was the close. And then when price was retesting this level and failed to break above, even though we are trending in a swing low, I was like, I think price is ready to continue based on the momentum and based on what price is showing me. The momentum was so strong to the downside that I was like, cool, we are gonna go lower. And that's basically what I did. When price gave me this break, give me this retest, give me this huge engulfing candlestick on H4, I waited for next candlestick H4 to open and broke under this low. And this was basically a momentum trade, but still, I had direction on every time frame in sync. I traded off of a key level, and as I said, on every time frame I was bearish, so the setup was clear. And this was my entry, this was my stop loss, and in here, yes, in here the account was passed. I said normally I would target 1 to 2, which was hit as well, but in here the account was passed. Again, I'm gonna show you guys the screens, the everything, the certificate, and that was this trade. Again, direction based on daily and H4 time frame. You need to know where the market is heading. If the market is heading down, only look for sells. If the market is heading up, only look for buys. Depends also on the lower time frame structure. That's the first thing. Second thing is a key level. Look left and look at the reaction the price gave you in the past. If the reaction is small, don't draw the level. If the reaction is big, let's say right here, right here, right here, draw this level into the future and let's see how price reacts to it, because right now price reacts awesome. And the third thing, for you to be able to catch these type of moves, you need to wait for that lower time frame structure shift. You need to wait for it, because let's say right here the lower time frame structure shift would never ever happen, right? What would that mean? That means price could easily go and go and go and go, and the lower time frame structure can happen here. But you will get, let's say, stopped out here, then stopped out here, and you will miss the main move. If you're gonna wait for the lower time frame structure shift, it's never gonna happen too, because once you got all time frames in sync in the same direction, the probability of you winning a trade is way higher than you losing a trade. Okay guys, so that is gonna be it for this video, for this breakdown. I hope you guys like it. If you want to learn from me, guys, down in the description is gonna be a link for my free Discord. It is free. It is gonna be free for like few weeks. Then it's probably not gonna be free, because I'm giving too much value, too much sauce, basically for free. But hey, take your time. Not take your time. You got no time. Join now. And yeah, if you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video.